Hello, I'm Jeremy, and you have found my garden log where I am documenting the changes and growth going on in my garden this year. So, thank you for showing up to the party and watching the garden grow. It's time for another update. Good morning. It's Monday, the 29th day of April, and I am planting tomatoes. I should actually be waiting for 2 to 3 more weeks to be sure that we don't have any more frost, but the last couple of years it's been cold right up into the end of May. So I'm going to put these in and hope for the best. My plan is to take these tomato cages that I inherited from my mother and pull aside the mulch, nestle them down in, plant the tomatoes, and then I'm going to cover them up with plastic bags to help protect them from frost. And we will see how that works. So here goes. I think that'll work. Take off the lower leaves because it will root all along the stem here, which will be buried under the ground. It's in. Now I've got some more straw that I'm going to lay around here so that it's really well protected, and hopefully it will get a good head start on the season. I'm so excited. 7 more to go. All right. All right. Here we have our planted tomatoes, and they're all covered up, and I hope that they will do well in there for the next few weeks until I know that it is past freezing time. Alrighty, well, I have marked out where my garden beds are going to be here so I can start working on them. I'm so excited. This is going to be so much fun. It'll be really nice to have it done. Alrighty, these are where my sunken beds are starting, or I'm starting with my sunken beds, I guess I should say. And I haven't gotten very far, but I have gotten started on it. I'm using them to build up the dirt, to build up the pathways, because there's funky little dips and whatnot, because this is a slope. There is a slope here. Anyway, these are going to be dug out, and then once I get done with this side, I'll do that side, and I will start filling them up with mulch and planting. Today is Thursday, the 2nd day of May. I completed this last evening. This is one of my super cattle panel arches. The first one that I've accomplished. I want one for the other fence. And I do plan on growing kiwis over this particular arch. Good morning. It's Saturday, May 4th, and I'm going to take you on a little bit of a garden tour. We're going to start here at the front of the property, at the flower bed. There's some poppies there and some larkspur. And as we move on down, we'll start to see the black-eyed Susans, the coreopsis. There's some irises, carrots that are going to go to seed. I'm so excited. More carrots, more black-eyed Susans. There's a lovely little plantain. Nobody else will grow it, but I will. There's some sweet peas. And we went to the nursery the other day, and we got these gorgeous little black petunias. Now, I came over yesterday, and I put in more calendula seeds, some zinnia seeds, some godetia seeds, some sunflower seeds, little sunflowers that look like fuzzy teddy bears, and some snapdragon seeds. So hopefully, with any luck, we'll have a beautiful full flower bed this summer. Okay, now for the west garden. Now here, on this trellis, I planted some peas that have sprouted. I think you can see them. I hope you can see them. And I have a spinach in there with the weeds. And on this side, there are a few peas. I'm going to have to, there we go, found them. I'm going to have to put some more seeds in to fill in the space. And I'm going to have to put in some more spinach seed. Now, if we come along here, I came out and I got some beds ready for planting. And I've planted most of this. There's one spot here I haven't. But here I have collard greens. This one is a pak choy or a bok choy. This one's the pak choy. And then right in here, there are strawberry spinach, chicory, blue curled Russian kale, and kohlrabi. And along here, all along here, I have all of these mulberry seedlings that the birds provided for us. And I have plans to put them all out in the back end of the property against the fence for a windbreak. But my real delight was this. Where are you? Oh, there we are. That is a volunteer zucchini. And I got excited because I've decided that that means I can plant. So I am going to throw caution to the wind, and I am going to start planting everything. And here are calendula seedlings from the seeds that I planted last week. Yeah. And yesterday I came out here and along the backside, in front of the lilacs and behind the trees, I planted jack-o'-lantern pumpkins. So I'm excited to see the calendula coming up, but I also have all of these. And these need to go away. These are seedlings of bindweed. And I have a lot of bindweed. You can even see it coming up through the mulch here. But I do have a solution for it, though it takes a little bit of time. And that is to pour urine on it. So I collect my pee in a bottle, and then I bring it out and I pour it on the bindweed. And it takes about a week, but eventually it does kill it off. It's just, it's going to take me time doing that method to get everything eradicated. Here is some Swiss chard that made it through the winter. This is its third year, actually. And here is a kale plant that we got from the nursery when we went looking for flowers for a service project my wife was doing with her young women. More carrots getting ready to go to seed. So exciting. Anyway, that's the main garden spot, the west garden. Okay, well, here is a patch of bindweed in my growing bed. And I'm going to demonstrate how I get rid of bindweed other than pulling it by using liquid gold. Yes, I have saved my urine because it does a beautiful job of getting rid of bindweed. It is also a great fertilizer. So we're just going to take it. And pour it here. And I will show you what it looks like next week. Okay, this is the back end of my property. I don't know if you can see the fence over there. I'm just going to slowly pan. And everything across the wash there is going to be a garden spot. And I had a comment on my last video about using the arbor or the cattle panel arches for grape arbors, and I suddenly had this vision yesterday with the whole garden planned out in my mind. I was so excited. And I have this big wash that I can't do anything with, but it's there. I need to build a bridge so I can get across more easily. My little knees don't like going up and down anymore. But this is the back end, and I do have plans for that garden spot across there, along that back fence. I'm planning on doing my mulberry windbreak hedge, whatever. It'll feed the cows as well and keep them out of my property. Now, this is a bed on the back side of the chicken coop on the east side. And I started this so that I could do kind of a hedgerow situation along this fence line. And it will eventually go from that mulberry tree over there all the way down to the edge of the wash. I'm hoping to have all sorts of trees and bushes and shrubs and whatnot. Right now I've got some comfrey in here with some mulberry trees that can't decide if they want to grow. I've got some elderberries. There's a catalpa tree right there behind the comfrey. We have some choke cherries. So I'm excited. There's hops vines on the fence, and in the forefront, you can't really see them well, is Jerusalem artichokes. So I've gotten started getting stuff growing here, just a hodgepodge. There's some spearmint down in here. There's even a California poppy. And last year on this side, we had cosmos. So we will see how things progress and grow this year. Hey, look what I just found deep down here in this hole. I don't know, can you see it? Right there. It's a sunflower seedling. So I'm excited to see that, oh, at least one of them sprouted. Maybe more will come up soon. We will have to see. Guess I better make sure it stays moist. Oh, I'm excited. Stuff's growing already. It's not been this good for a few years. For those of you that would like to know where I garden and what kind of climate I'm dealing with, I am in the far north of Arizona, about 6 miles from the Utah border on the Arizona Strip. My elevation is 5,000 feet, so I'm dealing with high desert environment. And I am in a Zone 7 growing zone. Actually, if you really refine it, I'm in Zone 7B. Now, if I travel just a few miles to the north of me, they're in a Zone 8. Go figure. Alrighty, well, we will talk to you later.